They say when you hear a dog howl in the distance, it's just the wind playing tricks. But what if it isn't? What if, out there in the dark, something ancient, something born of fire and shadow is watching you, waiting? Across centuries, cultures, and continents, people have told stories of the same beast. Eyes like burning coals, fur as black as midnight, and a smell of sulfur strong enough to choke your breath. They call it the hellhound. Welcome to The Hidden Scrolls, where we focus on history, folklore, and mythology. The legend of the hellhound stretches back as far as human fear itself. In ancient Greek myth, it guarded the gates of the underworld. Cerberus, the three-headed hound of Hades, whose growl shook the walls of death itself. In Norse legend, there was Garmr, the blood-stained hound that howled before Ragnarok, the end of the world. And in Britain, they whispered of Black Shuck, a shadow dog said to roam the coastal roads of East Anglia, its fiery eyes flashing through the fog. The story goes that in 1577, during a violent thunderstorm, a monstrous black dog burst into St. Mary's Church in Blythburgh. Lightning split the air. The congregation screamed. By the time the storm passed, two people lay dead, struck down where they stood. When the villagers dared to enter, they found claw marks scorched into the church door, marks that can still be seen today. The beast vanished as suddenly as it came. Some said it was the devil's dog, others, a warning from the heavens. But to those who saw it, it was something worse, a messenger of death. What's chilling isn't just one story, but how the same story repeats everywhere. In the Americas, the Barghest stalks lonely travelers along deserted roads. In Scotland, the Cu Sith, a massive greenhound, hunts in silence, its paws making no sound. They say if you hear it howl 3 times, you'll die before the dawn. In Mexico, villagers speak of El Cadejo, two spectral dogs, one white and one black. The white protects the good, the black follows the wicked and drags their souls to hell. Even in Japan, ancient tales tell of the Okuri-Inu, the sending dog, that follows lone travelers down the mountain trails. If you stumble, it strikes. If you reach home safely, it leaves you be. A test of fear, a test of respect, different continents, different languages, and yet the same beast, the same omen, the same glowing eyes in the dark. Coincidence? Or something deeper, something older, that humans across the world have always felt watching them at night? So what is a hellhound really? A demon? A guardian? Or just a story to keep us close to the firelight? Folklorists suggest that black dog legends emerged as cautionary tales, warnings to keep travelers from wandering too far into dangerous lands. But others believe they are something far darker. Many encounters describe hellhounds appearing at moments of death, as if collecting a soul that's already marked. In the English countryside, old people once whispered that if a hellhound crosses your path, it's not chasing you. It's waiting for you. In Irish myth, spectral dogs were said to hunt with the wild hunt, a ghostly procession of the dead led by ancient gods or fallen kings. To see them was to see death on the move. And yet not all hellhounds are evil. Some guard the borders between worlds, the threshold between the living and the dead. In that sense, they are not monsters, but keepers of balance, protectors of the boundary. But cross that boundary and they will come for you. You might think hellhounds belong to the old world, to torchlight, superstition, and folklore, but the sightings never stopped. Take the English county of Devon. In 1926, a man named James Lee was walking home after dusk when he saw what he thought was a large dog ahead on the road. When it turned, its eyes blazed red. The animal vanished before his eyes, leaving only the smell of burning fur. And in 1972, in the American state of Ohio, several motorists reported a huge black dog chasing their cars near a bridge known locally as Hell's Gate. The beast kept pace at 60 miles an hour. When the police arrived, they found deep claw marks etched into the asphalt, yet no footprints leading in or out. More recently, in 2018, a farmer in rural Texas captured thermal footage of a creature prowling his land at night. Four-legged, massive. The heat signature burned brighter than any living animal. He claimed he smelled sulfur in the air. He never went back out there again. Are these just stories? Our fear taking shape in the dark? Or are we glimpsing something real? Something that slips between worlds, unseen until it chooses to be seen? The hellhound has stalked its way into our art, our books, our movies. From Sherlock Holmes, the Hound of the Baskervilles, to Supernatural, The Witcher, and Harry Potter, these beasts have become symbols of doom and darkness. But it's easy to forget. These aren't inventions of Hollywood. They're echoes of something far older. Something that humans have whispered about for over 1,000 years. And the strange part? No matter how our world changes, no matter how modern we become, people still report seeing them. Always black. Always silent until it's too late. Always with eyes that burn. Skeptics argue that the hellhound is simply a shared hallucination, a trick of the brain evolved to detect predators in the dark. In other words, maybe we invented the hellhound because we needed to. But there's another theory, one that's far more unsettling. Some paranormal researchers believe hellhounds are psychopomps, beings that guide souls to the afterlife. Neither good nor evil, but necessary. When a person's time comes, the hound appears, not to harm them, but to lead them home. And that's why they're seen before death, or at graveyards, or near ancient battlefields where the veil between worlds is thin. Perhaps they aren't chasing us. Perhaps they're waiting for when we're ready to follow.